Hey friends, welcome to the People Mover Podcast, episode 2 of 2025. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Now, today's episode is all going to be focused on how can you save money on some Disney tickets. That's right. It's a question we get asked all the time as we are working with our clients. How do you save money on the Disney park tickets? So without further ado, let's get right into this episode.
Welcome to the People Mover Podcast, the length of the iconic ride and your ultimate guide to Disney World and Disney cruises. Whether you're a first-timer or a seasoned fan, we've got tips, tricks, and options to elevate your magical journey. Don't forget to follow and subscribe to our Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Magic Vacation Family for more Disney magic. Buckle up and let's dive into the world of Disney.
As always, these episodes are brought to you by MagicVacationFamily.com. That's right, that's my wife and I's travel agency. You can also see photos of the trips that my family and I have taken down to Disney World, also Disneyland, and on our Disney cruises. So please make sure you check us out, especially if you're looking for anyone to help you plan your vacation. All of our services are complimentary as long as you book your trip through us. And we have a lot of return customers, especially because between going on the trip, I just had a couple that was just down there about a week ago. And they were messaging me and calling me kind of throughout their entire trip, asking for tips and tricks as they're navigating through crowds and trying to utilize their lightning lanes, etc. So anything that you need help with, please let us know. Visit us at magicvacationfamily.com. Today's topic is going to be, once again, how can you save money on those Disney tickets? Now, one of the things that I highly recommend, first of all, is planning in advance, right? Booking in advance and planning out your trip and being really thoughtful about that timing, right? I hear so many people saying, well, we're going down to Disney for 4 days or 3 days for 2 days, and we want to hit it all 4 parks, right? And that's fine. And really whatever you feel you want to take on. But remember, it's definitely not a marathon. It's something that you want to try to take in as much as you can and enjoy. And sometimes the way to do that is to utilize some of those additional benefits of actually going more than 1 or 2 days to the parks. So for example, right now, a 1-day park ticket, a single park ticket is what they call it, is going to cost you anywhere from $109 to $159. And that's depending on the time of year, right? So the season that you're going. Is it peak season? Is it off season? I've seen it anywhere from actually $159 to $179. So it can get higher than that, but that's usually about the ballpark and ball range. Now, when I said think about how many days you want to be going, think about the 4 parks that they have there. If you and the kiddos want to go to any of the water parks, you want to go do any shopping, downtown Disney, even kind of the way that we do it sometimes is we will break up our trip a little bit. We will go to a park for half a day, go back to the hotel, grab lunch, and then we'll head back to another park in the evening to, see fireworks or to see a show or something, right? But we kind of break it up a little bit. And we found that instead of making it a giant marathon of where we're trying to fit all 4 parks into 2 days, being exhausted, not really being able to enjoy it, spending that little extra money and then spreading it out actually saved us some money. Didn't really save us as much on the hotel rooms, but it saved us on the ticket prices. So if you think about it right now, single park day tickets are $109 to $159 versus you could buy a 4-day park ticket, and that's going to cost you about $400 to $500 a person. So that's actually making it significantly less if you're buying more tickets than just the 1 or 2 day tickets. So think about things like that. Your travel professional can help you out. Like I said, visit us, Magic Vacation Family. If you do have any questions or you want someone to kind of help you out through that process, we're here for you. Also, make sure you book early to avoid kind of those last minute price hikes, especially during like peak seasons or holidays. They can go up. I've actually seen scenarios where like over 4th of July weekend, we had booked our tickets, months in advance at, that $119, $129 range. Then by the time we get to that 4th of July weekend, they're already up to $179. So the longer you wait, the more it could potentially cost you. In addition, you're gonna want to watch for those deals and promotions. All right, so make sure you are checking the Disney website or working with your travel professional. Now, I for one know that I'm always watching the promos and seeing if there's ways that we can get them applied to my existing customers' reservations and make sure that we take care of them. But right now, for example, if you're looking to go to Disney anytime between May 27th through June 26th. Or July 7th through August 6th, they're actually giving away free dining plan, which is really slick because you can actually do meals and snacks, and you can kind of spread that out through the day. You could also be looking at some of those like nice sit down dinners or kind of the quick service meals. But really, that's a huge benefit right there. Because if you think about it, being able to get most of your meals or all of your meals paid for, that saves you a ton of money right there. So look at those special options as well. If you have questions on that deal, give us a note on the website and we'll help you out there. Also, look for special promotions too, right? Hotel packages, the earlier you book, so whether it's for 2025 or 2026, you can save anywhere up to about $500 depending on where you're going to stay. So, whether it's a deluxe villa or if you're looking at a value resort, you could definitely save quite a bit of money. Now, one thing I'd also make sure that you take advantage of if you can, if you're like, for example, a military person, please make sure, and by the way, thank you for your service, but military members can actually get discounts. So please make sure that you utilize that. Or if you're a Florida resident, you also get a pretty significant discount as well. Now, the other thing I was going to say too is you don't have to actually do everything, right? So for example, there's a lot of add-ons that they can add to your package, like Memory Maker. Everyone's got an iPhone. Everyone's got, usually some camera of some sort with them. So you don't really necessarily need to pay for Memory Maker. Now, I personally think that Memory Maker is fantastic. We use Memory Maker every time we go, especially for the $200 that it costs for our trip. It really isn't that much additional. Plus, I don't have to worry about taking the photos. But that's a way to save a couple $100. It's not a must do. It's not something that's automatically added. It is an option. So you don't have to do that. Also, VIP tours. I'm going to do a whole another episode that talks about that. You don't have to do the VIP tours. You also don't have to do any lightning lanes. You could always just kind of show up and join the standby queues and, kind of try to walk onto the rides if you can, especially if you're going off season. You don't necessarily have to do that. So really kind of in summary, book in advance, you're definitely going to save a lot by buying those multi-day tickets. Even look at park hopper options too, right? Park hoppers gives you that opportunity to utilize, let's say you wanted to buy a 3-day park ticket. You could look at doing park hoppers 1 or 2 of those days so you could get more out of your tickets, right? You could do 2 parks in a day if you really wanted to, if that is something that you are looking to take on. Also, look out for those promotions. Like I said, if you have any questions, let me know. The one thing I'm going to tell you, though, is be very careful of some of those kind of scam areas that you see that are like, buy Disney tickets for $49 each. Be careful of those. If it seems too good to be true, I kind of always tell everyone that if it's too good to be true, it is. There's always going to be some sort of catch. So please make sure that you watch out for those. I don't know about you, but I don't feel like going and sitting through a timeshare presentation just so I can save a little bit of money on my tickets, because it's going to take away from my vacation, and I just don't want to deal with anything high pressure. So if you have any questions, let us know. I think this is going to bring us to the end of this episode. I hope that you found some of these tips helpful. We're going to have more coming up here. So make sure if there is any other topics that you want, you also message us at magicvacationfamily.com or comment on any of our socials at Magic Vacation Family, and we will see you on the next episode. Thanks, everyone. Have a good day.